Hey folks, this is the start of the new series of the Wargame Fight Club on our Discord server at Red Star Vanguard. With me today is my co-host, Soviet Waver. Some of you may have formerly known them as Some Guy 223.
Howdy. Yep, that's me. All right.
So it's been a while, and I apologize for the delays of making new tournament videos and the cancellation of the previous tournament. A lot happened during the last tournament, but I'm glad we got things up and back up and going again. But we have shifted away from doing tournament videos to doing a Fight Club series where we'll get together on weekends and cover PvP matches as they happen. Of course, other PvP matches off the weekends may still be covered, but it is a consistent time when we can get people together. And we'll probably still have future tournament videos, but after we kind of get like a solid, turnout for the Wargame crew again, because it's been a while and Wargame's kind of been slowing down for the past year. But without further ado, let's begin analyzing this match. So let's take a look at our lineup here. We have Kaggernaut. So the guy who's named FAP2832A is also known as Z on our server. His name's been Z since like 2010. So that's our guy Z. And then there's myself, Commander Red, and then there's Gotsdam. So having participated in this match myself, I memorized what decks that were in play. I was using a North Korean armor deck. Gotsdam is using a kind of like a Soviet Heliborn style airborne deck. Kaggernaut, I believe, is using French mechanized, and FAP, or Z, we'll just call him Z from here on out, is using French Marines. We rolled a map for 1v1 size maps, and we took a D10, and we landed on 3, so we played Nuclear Winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know how you do with your North Korean armor deck. So I am interested to see how it goes in a multiplayer environment.
Yeah. I've been practicing it for a while now. It definitely took a few lessons away from this match on how to improve it. But I think I'll let the match speak for itself. Let's begin the timer, shall we?
All right.
All right. One time speed, and let's count down.
One time speed.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Launch it.
So, let's see. So we got some of our units over here rolling out. Got a couple of Pongay 3s, Korshuns, T-55 Recon. Kind of a standard loadout. We see Gots.
Fairly typical loadout.
Yeah, we have Gots flying out, and then we also see Z is also flying out a command to Gulf. And looks like he's also flying out some Panthers to Delta. We see a... go ahead.
Yep. It looks like a fairly typical deployment here. You got your Heliborn units crossing the river to capture that nice and early. And you got your slower, more mechanized forces pushing up that front line.
Yeah. It looks like Gots is a little slow to the punch to get the helicopters out there. The Panthers are already almost to the destination. And the air-to-air helicopters just aren't quite there yet. So I pull out a MiG-29, S-tier helicopter sniper, spot some Panthers.
Gonna blast them off the map. And there goes one.
That's rough, because one just got stunned from the blast, and one was already killed.
And here comes the yak from Gods.
Oh, second one snapped out. And there is no air response right now from the opposing team.
Yeah, that's painful when your Heli Rush gets just straight up bullied like that. Damn.
Yeah, just MiG-29 came in and just fucking slapped. And and so now it looks like we've got another force coming in over by Charlie. We see a Mistral. Yep.
Yeah, there's that Mistral.
Yep.
Gonna slap those helicopters down so that they can get their Rima into position around Charlie. So this will be a fight this time.
Yeah. Gott's taking punch to the nose from that Mistral right now. Oh, it's not even one, it's two. But they're all both out of missiles now. The sappers in Delta are now dealt with. Still no known air response. Let's take a look at Foxtrot real quick. We see a sizable force being deployed by Kaggernaut, and we see myself kind of pushing out and trying to push to contact. The numbers really do not look in my favor for this, but it seems like just pushing out and doing it seems to be what's happening. T-55 takes a hit.
Oh, and it's down.
Oh, yeah.
But on the other hand, those AMXs are about to get completely clamped by the Portion's missiles.
Yeah, that's it. The Malyuka's really kicking in. I started calling these Malyuka missiles watermelon now, just watermelon missiles.
Yeah, I mean, looks like the Portions have slowed down any enemy advance here.
Yeah.
And for that, you'll be able to deny that crossroads for some time.
Alright, we're gonna hop back over to Charlie. So it looks like Gotts is really taking a bloody nose, but we got the command deployed in Bravo. It looks like I'm sending out some portions to go into Alpha and try to cover up some of the areas over here that Gotts was unable to dig into.
Yeah.
It looks like another pocket force I had has moved into Delta as well to try and secure it.
Looks like.
Yeah, going back to Foxtrot.
Delta looks pretty solid right now.
Yeah. So back to
Foxtrot.
Yeah, so back over here, it looks like Kaggernaut's pushing an offensive. I try to run my Pungay 3 out of here, but it's just not. They just aren't having it. AMXs are coming in and they're tearing it up. But
Yeah.
Changsu are fighting for their lives right now.
Oh. They're dug in there pretty good, but auto cannons are quite vicious. So.
Oh yeah, but the
Looks
Quotients.
like you got some Portions rolling back in.
Oh yeah, never far away as a triple stack of Quotients.
And those potato cannons do a nasty work on one. On two. Oh! Went down to one AMX. And it's done.
And there we go. Oh, disgusting. Who would imagine getting clapped by BMP-1s with a potato gun? Alright, now it looks like the assault of the AMXs has kind of come to a stall. There wasn't a lot of tank support to deal with the Quotients, so I guess we know what happens now between AMXs and BMP-1s.
I think what the plan here was to draw out those Pachongsu, because it looks like they had AMX-10 RCs ready to go to start clapping them. But you still got 15 of them left, and they do still have some rounds on those RPGs.
Yep. I just seem to be just inching it along and moving it up. So, it looks like we pulled up a T-90 into this fight.
Oh. It's a pretty heavy asset to deploy this early in the game.
Yeah, it's not something I normally like to do, but I noticed that there was like those AMXs over there, and I was just getting really annoyed with them. And rather than gambling and having to repair a Chomaho 5, it'd just be better off to pull up a T-90. Let's see. We got an attack flare, it looks like, in Delta, and we got the artillery guns not firing there. The artillery is pouring on the Changsu back in Foxtrot.
Probably not the brightest move, but artillery isn't my strongest, so what do I know?
Oh yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of use of the artillery in this match in a way that I left this match feeling a little confused about the use of the artillery, but it had a use. I'll be as nice as I can. Alright, so it looks like the T90's up there, pulling in some more Corsians into the fight. Let's see here. So it looks like Z is preparing his own mortars now. So they must have had a little discussion there about that. So let's see. Yeah, looks like Z is trying to sell my position in Delta where he knows I have stuff. And he's got these ATGM Milans in over there, so. And you know, as far...
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I thought that there would have been more stuff in that town over there, but there wasn't.
It seems pretty light. Looks like they're bringing up a couple more platoons of infantry, so they might be preparing something nasty in Delta.
Yeah.
And it looks like in India some AMX-40s are going to roll up. Now, obviously, that's not going to 1v2 a T90 very effectively, but I don't think they know about the T90 yet, so...
I don't think so. I think they have an idea. When they know me well enough to see that when I pull DPRK armor, there is a T90. They don't know when it will be there, but it will be at the fight.
Oh, and it's already started shooting. They're pushing some infantry across open ground into the town.
Yeah, it looks like T90 took a little bit of a side shot from the AMX, but then just was able to keep turn that fire.
That looks like the portions are rolling in to punish that.
Yep. The AMX wasn't able to be seen readily, and it was just firing, so I was pushing the Corsians up to move into engage.
Yep.
And that's punish.
Oh. And the Chasseur platoon is almost dead.
Yeah, they're just getting killed by the Bachangsu. Yeah, it's really dangerous to be pushing a town without smoke cover with line infantry, or any infantry, honestly.
Especially across open ground like that. That was a risky move.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some flares up in Charlie. Some VDV-90 are rolling up the flanks.
Looks like
we're looking to keep some anti-air assets or something.
Yeah, we now have YW701 on over there. And looks like GOTS is requesting support, but I have no artillery to give. So I remember telling GOTS during this fight, I was like, well, you're on your own. I don't have artillery and I don't have smoke, so it's all you for those assets over there. Because I was talking with him in the pre-match, and ooh, those Panthers just dumped on those VDVs. Poor bastards. Let's see. No, I was talking to GOTS in the pre-match was that I'm going to be covering a lot of the map on a very wide front, so I'm stretched out pretty thin here.
Looks like there's a MiG-29K into dumps to back those Panthers. And there's one down, and it's out of there.
And not only that, the Kurtal's missiles have been wasted.
Yeah. Sometimes you hate to see it, and not those times when you're the one with the Kurtal.
Yeah. People love the Kurtals, but when you only have 4 missiles, it's not many shots. You gotta keep your supplies stacked up on them.
For sure. Looks like there's smoke going into that town near...
Foxtrot, yeah.
Fox? Yeah, yeah.
Smoke, but there's no push. It's being held together. That town in Foxtrot is being held together by 3 guys of a Chongsu. 5 AKs and 2 LMGs. That's all that's holding that town together right now. Duct tape and fucking sticks. Let's see.
We have some light engagements around Charlie. Some ATGMs are flying to take out some Corsians.
Yep. Corsians living their expected expected life expectancy of getting trashed by ATGMs.
Looks like GOTS has a K-52 trying to scout out positions here. and they are artillerizing that forest.
Yeah, Porsche is just having a rough time. But the missile's going out. Oh, and it gets a kill! Disgusting.
These Porsches are really pulling their weight.
Missiles are just flying past it. What is this?
Oh,
Finally.
Oh, no, it's dead.
Yeah.
It only took a dozen missiles.
Oh my gosh.
Still more smoke around Fox, but nothing's going on. I don't get what's going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke and no assault. I think the logic that he had was that in the post-match after I talked with Kagger was that he was smoking my position to deny my team and need to try from being able to fire. Which is a choice.
That is a choice, yes.
So I put an attack marker down on town. I suppose I say I'm going to try to attack it, or try to get into it. We'll see how well that goes. God's pushing against Z on the far side of the map, taking out some Rima 85.
And sending up more of his BDV to go plant that Protal again. And this time it doesn't look like there's any Panthers coming to the rescue.
Yep.
And there it goes. And insult to injury, there goes the supply.
Yeah, so we got a toasted Kratal and a toasted supply. That is a rough day.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, let's see what's going back over here. It's kind of quiet in Foxtrot. The mortars are firing, but to little effect. Yep, I think he's blind firing.
Oh, and it looks like the VAPs have had enough of those BDV and they're moving in. But there's just a lot of assets. It's going to be a tough fight for them.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they're gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead Vaps.
Looks like we got a Panther moving in to clean shit up. But there's an MI-24. That's a nasty little beast.
Oh, we got MiG-29 coming in.
Oh, that Panther's done. And the Protal fails to hit it.
2 misses. That's sad.
Oh.
Just the missile could not get the tracking on that well enough. The MiG-29 just outturned it. Let's see. Kratal gets a straight shot on the Mi-24V. Oh! Ooh, that big Mi-24V is going to go home just in the nick of time.
And that Protal is going to back off.
Yeah, it's got no more missiles, or a very limited amount. Z's really falling back on those mortars for support to make success. Let's see. Now, it looks like we have a lot of chassers and AMX held up in the forest on the left side over there by Foxtrot.
Maybe they're planning a big push?
Yeah. Right now, it seems to be kind of like a defensive line entrenchment getting in. Looks like I pulled up a couple of portions of T-55 recons, so we've got like a little build-up going on.
Arm race of sorts.
Yeah. We have some smoke coming in.
Looks like they're smoking up Delta.
Interesting. What is Z's planning?
Well, it looks like he's got a few platoons of infantry and a couple platoons of light tanks. So it looks like he's going to try and push it. Oh, and he's getting some support from Kager this time, too, so...
Yeah. So I think it was at this point that I saw Kager and Z kind of focusing in. So I start pushing in towards India.
Oh, yeah. Distracted.
Yep.
Fair enough. Some chasseurs are having a bad day.
Yep. Basically getting face checked by the T-5 recons.
And the watermelons are doing some work too.
And for this, I almost want to say, I have to say thank you to Kager a little bit. But we'll see. AMX at 40s. Oh, okay.
Oh, looks like there's a push into Deltas moving in.
Yep.
Got
It's a whole lot of
bunch
infantry.
Legion and Rima.
Yeah.
Get some tank support, and they're cleaning up that forest pretty good.
Alright, let's see. So, AMXs are in the fight, still getting pushed a little bit by the Changsu. But it's going to be a lot of Legion and Rima to deal with.
And
But they still aren't having a good... Oh yeah.
There's a lot of tough shocks.
Oh yeah. Looks like the infantry are still having a rough time pushing into the town.
Yeah. Looks like they've all come to a stop and are just trying to take pot shots into the city block, and I mean, that's one way of doing it, but honestly, if I've got shock infantry, I just want to get stuck in there and using that CMG.
Yeah, because the Bachangsu, they can't use their LMG in close quarters combat. But the way Lima Legion are just being pushed right in right now, basically, they're having a rough time against the Bachangsu. They're still able to mow them down out of sheer numbers, but yeah. Meanwhile, look back over at Foxtrot. Looks like the forest that's been over here in the woods is finally getting grinded down, and the Pachangsu are taking over the forest.
Oh, but some cross-map shots are starting to take out those tanks that are supporting.
Yeah. T-55 Recon just is not enough to deal with AMX 40s. It's an 80-point tank with 19 AP power and 12 frontal.
Looks like they're finally smoking up and getting into the town now. But there's a bunch of Mi-24s that have something to say about those French infantry.
Oh, yep.
Oh, and the reinforcements are getting ripped to shreds.
Oof. Oof. So, it was at this point I decided I'm going to move my command.
Yeah, see, that jungle isn't exactly safe right now, so you gotta move it to a safe place. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, looks like Z's moved up from Grotals to put a stop to these helicopter shenanigans. Oh! double shot.
Ooh.
You hate to see it.
Oh, AK-52 shot down by the Cortal. Oh.
Those are some painful losses right there.
Yeah. This is where Gods wishes he probably had a Su-25 or something to deal with those Cortals.
So it looks like that attack into the downtown Delta's mostly been put down, but they did some damage. Oh, on the other side, back near Fox, looks like Kager had some extra infantry to start shutting down those Pachong-Su.
Yep, that meat grinder over there is still kicking, it looks like. So it looks like I called in a platoon of Chamaho 5s.
Oh, those will put a hurt on those AMXs.
Oh yeah, it's not that I couldn't use the T90, but I don't like pushing the T90 alone.
Yeah, a very expensive asset to lose. So
Oh yeah,
I feel you.
yeah, it's definitely a hard asset to lose. Now let's take a look back over at Delta here. So the command is kind of in a cheeky spot. There's no way to see it except for from behind or up close.
But it looks like they're bringing in some heliborne infantry. They're probably going to dump those and rocket everything into oblivion over here. Oh, and it looks like sappers. Oh, MiG-29 comes into Bully.
And Mistral's miss both missiles.
And it's hit dodging those missiles. Oh, and here comes a yak.
The Rafale's coming in.
Oh, one MiG, but you lose the Rafale.
That's rough.
I gotta say, I don't think that's a good trade.
No. Lost the Rafale to the MiG-29. Ooh.
But I think the good news for the blue team here is that provided just enough cover for them to get their sappers in. It looks like burning down that Gorno village.
Ah, yep. Rough time for Guts. No Spetsnaz. So you got a lot of smoke just coming out of Foxtrot. It's kind of hilarious to watch.
I gotta say, I guess they had their reasons, but I think this is using a lot of supply for just not a lot of effect here.
Yeah, I'm questioning it myself. Like, yeah, the supply is just going to get kind of, grinded down. Single Bachongsu killed single sappers. Looks like we got the T90 coming in, but we see that Z is turned on, has missiles going over there with the Milans.
And that T90 is... Oof. Looks like the Chandaho 5s are taking the hits for now, so that's good.
Returning fire to the AMXs. Oh! The missiles got the side shot just as I started reversing the T90.
Oh!
Son of a bitch. Rough loss.
And there goes a Chandaho 5.
Out of anger, I started pushing my infantry, my units in to try to deal with the Milans.
And it looks like your Korshens are going to be saving the day again.
Yep.
Oh. It looks looks like all those heavy tanks got uninjured.
Yep. A lot of the crossfire between AMXs and the Milan F3s, those dealt some serious damage.
And it just goes to show that heavy tanks are good, but you got to make sure you've got your flanks secure, because their sides are just as weak as pretty much any other tank.
Yep. Not to mention, I didn't have any smoke, so I tried to make the most of what I had.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Looks like they managed to sneak an AMX-30 CV into Delta, neutralize that, and so they've stopped the bleeding for now. But there's a lot of MI8s about to give them the good news.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, but it looks like the Mistrals and the Crotals are going to be starting to clear them out. So I'm looking at this, and I think one thing that Gotts might have forgotten was that area of effect is a thing on AA, because I've seen a couple helicopters get double sniped here, and a lot of splash damage here. And I think his MI8s would have done a better job if he'd spread them out a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a thing. Something I recommend for folks to do is, if they're going to push out like a helicopter force, do it in pairs of 3 and rotate. And have them all spread out, covering about like a 1 kilometer distance apart from each other. But I'm not using helicopters this round to demonstrate.
You can't strap some rotors to tanks. And it looks like the sappers are just going to get overwhelmed.
Sappers have finally been overwhelmed.
And those chasseurs are getting swatted. Oh boy. Alright. Looks like the red team has secured Delta.
YW71 is still unspotted.
It looks like there's a bit of a little fight developing on the far right flank here. Some helicopters are getting swatted by Rima moving through the forests.
MI26 is making a run for it.
It looks like you're pulling in some John Maho 5s to shore up the right flank here.
Yep. I'm pulling them in over by center, just to make sure that they spawn on this side of the map. Let's see. Mortars coming in, harassing the Corsians.
Blind firing, I'm guessing.
Well, they're probably seeing a couple missiles fly off, or at least one of these. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it is a blind fire. They're just shooting shit anywhere. You see, I massively thought it was just straight up, you know, what do you call it? That they saw the missile fire and they started shooting at the location. So I'm gonna lose my MiG-29 here, but I wanted to take with that Panther because I was lacking targets to really shoot at. Was it worth it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Nah, well, that's an expensive asset to lose, but hey, sometimes we make mistakes, so.
I know. Oh, they actually do have another Rafal. Let's see. I didn't. At some point in this match, I think I did not even realize that they did have any Rafals. Because I remember being surprised at the end of the match that they had a plane. Because I wasn't seeing anything all match. So I guess I might have killed that other Rafal earlier without really realizing it. Or maybe even forgot by the end. Mortars are coming in on my near the position of my command, but not dealing a lot of damage. They're just kind of blind firing.
Yeah.
Not bad guesses, but not enough firepower to actually land a kill.
Yeah. I mean, we're using a lot of artillery, and it seems like it hasn't done them a whole lot. So,
no.
Hopefully we'll see this turn around. Looks like we got some attack markers on that forest and delta. Probably to just clean up the CV that you know is hiding in there.
Looks like we got Gotts over here with some infantry and not realizing that he's been spotted. Not until he's really started taking fire right yet. Crossfire from those AMX-10 RCs are just too much for the VDV, especially without a lot of support there.
Yeah. You hate to see it.
Yeah. So, I did a big fucky wucky over here on the town, but I have a bunch of Patonksu, so I can afford it. Still not good practice on my end, though, but we now see as the Panthers starting to come in.
And the strugglers are licking their lips.
Oh, yeah. Big 29 coming in, but the Panthers out of sight.
And, narrowly dodges 2 missiles there. Only takes 1, and I think you're evacuating.
Nope. Nope.
I'm going in for another round.
Not done yet. Alright, will it die? Yep, it died. Rough run from my end.
Looks like they're doing a big tank push over the open. Looks like most of their AMX-10s are getting ripped to shreds by the Chundaho 5s.
Yeah, those AMX-10s are not invincible. They're just wheeled little tracked vehicles. The aggressive push with them is not going to be ideal against actual tanks. And as we see that we now have Chundaho 5 and T-90S rolling up and in. AMX 40 out here getting attacked by the Chundaho 5s now.
And it's dead.
Take a Chundaho 5 that's been badly damaged and I start pulling it back. Chassers just getting mulched by the Pachangsu.
Oh. You got smoke everywhere except where you need it.
Real. Not much else happening on the other side of the map right at this moment.
Yeah, it looks like the right side of the river is pretty clear. And some chasseurs are getting mulched by the tanks.
Mi-24D is coming in.
That's another 2 platoons of French infantry just needed.
Oh, and Mistrals are having a mulch day. Yep, so Mi-24s splashed.
Oh, and splashed one and stunlocked another for some damage too.
Yep. Rough time.
And it gets clamped by the autocannon. Wolf.
Rough. So I think I decided, like, alright, I might be overextended here. Nothing for me to really push with. So I pull back my Chomoho 5s and call that a attack propelled. And my 24D coming in. And the Mistrals in Andy, I got it.
The M8 this time.
Not a good run for Guts.
If I were Guts, I'd probably have that Mi-24 up just behind it to pull up some rocket battery here, but looks like he's going to try and nuke those AMXs.
No. Not much else happening on the other side of the map right now. Artillery fire coming in for effect, trying to hit the town over here.
Not even really hitting the town very much, but
yeah, they can't see
like.
Yeah, they can look. Alright, let's see.
Looks like there's a little skirmish going on in the far left flank between some Gornos and some Rima.
Yeah, the Gornos are not going to have a good time in that fight. Rima's just just got more training.
Yeah, more training, better guns, and maybe those AMX will come, or those VABs will come into join the fray here.
Well, if they know what the VAB knows is good for them, they might stay out of it.
That is fair. 3 Gornos, it's a lot of metis.
Yeah, 26 AP. That's rough. I'm pretty sure even the regular Gorno would kill it with the missile. Babs only have 1 armor on all sides. So a spud launcher from a fucking Corsian would kill it. Yeah. Z's Panther over here, flying back from 1 HP and no ammo. Guys, that guy's having a day. So they're blind firing over here in a Foxtrot.
Looks like you're trying to nuke some artillery. Or nuke some CVs, rather.
Yeah. They're trying to CV snipe, but, you know, like, I have some track command. It has some side armor. It can take a hit. It won't get killed 1 hit from a stray artillery shell from a direct hit. So I start calling in a second command, just in case. You can CV snipe, but can you do it twice in a row? We'll see. That's honestly one of the bigger blame plays against getting CV sniped, is just have multiple commands.
Yeah?
Expensive, foolish, but worthwhile. Vab getting clapped by the fucking Gornos. Oh my god. That poor Vab.
Oh, and that Rima. The Gornos have beaten the Rima pretty much.
What? What?
There's one squad.
We turned our back for what the hell? To the Rima's.
And he's sending another Vab.
Oh my gosh.
And it's gone.
Yeah, well, let it be known that the Gornos can fire that Metis missile basically up close. Okay. Shit.
Oh, and now they're going to snipe some AMXs. Oof. Oof. Didn't even get a shot off. Damn.
Oh, damn. I missed it. So they're trying to fucking CV snipe that YW701 still?
They've almost got it down to a quarter health. Oh, looks like Gotts is sending in another wave of helicopters, though.
Now the baton can be passed. The YW701 is still there, but there's 2 in Foxtrot now. Let's see what's happening over here in Delta. Yeah.
Looks like some stuff happening in Delta.
Yeah.
Gotts pulled in 4 helicopters, and there looks to be some skirmishing. Looks like you and Gotts finally had enough of that sneaky, breaky little CV in that forest, and are trying to take it out.
Yeah. I think
It looks like Vega surrendered.
I think we missed it, but I actually lost the T90S over here in Delta to the Milan fucking F3s again from a side shot while I was doing a push. Z apparently kept the missiles off until he saw the T90, and then it just right-click delete. But unfortunately for Z, while I did lose the T90, I just kept pushing up the rest of the forces into Delta here.
And I mean, you're losing a lot of heavy tanks, but you're now in the forest, and they don't really have any assets left to defend it.
Yep.
So maybe you get some snipe it out before the incoming horde of AMX-10 on Cs rolls in.
Caution over here, deleting squads of Mistrals.
You gotta respect the potato cannon, because sometimes it hurts.
A gun is better than none. Potato gun.
Those spuds are deadly.
Oh, Cortals just slapped 2 helicopters that were too close together. And
it happened again.
ooh, rough. Yeah, the
400 points of helicopters just clapped.
yeah. It's not enough to not double stack your helicopters. You actually have to keep them apart.
Especially with those expensive ones, because I mean, you don't want to be losing those 2 at a time. So looks like Cater's doing an emergency infantry rush to try and stop those Chongsu from sniping that CV there. It looks like the Chongsu might just be able to get in range. Ooh, never mind. Oh, looks like a bunch of yaks are coming in. What they're doing, I don't know.
I think Gotts has not had much to shoot at, so he's just trying to draw their anti-air fire. But we do see a Rafale.
Oh, that Rafale is... oof. Another one down.
Clapped by the Yaks. And all the anti-air that was shooting up at it from the Cortals on the ground just no longer exist. They're completely tapped.
I mean, it's not what I would recommend doing, but sometimes if the idea is stupid and it works, it's not stupid. I mean, we traded a yak for a Rafale, so
and also
it's
got
a good trade.
And also got the Cortals to dump out their ammo, and the supply trucks are tapped. So at this point, Gotts surrenders and hands me over a bunch of points. And so I'm like, oh, I think when Gotts surrendered, I had around 1,600 points. So I just started shitting out units because I was basically on the brink of having nothing. So we see a big line of Corsians coming in, a bunch of T-55s. I don't care. This is the last 15.
We've got to do one more big push, and honestly, I think in this sort of situation where everybody's starting to surrender for running out of shit, having a North Korean deck in your pocket, pretty good strategy.
Yeah. And basically, when Gotts surrendered, I was basically refunded the T90s that I lost. I lost 2 T90s, and I got an extra 2. Whether or not that they'll be of any use is a question, because playing against French mechanized, the best enemy tank I'm going to come up against is fucking AMX-40.
Yeah, but they can't take hits of those F3 is a little better than your Upchamba 05, so it's not a total waste.
Yeah. But I don't want to be hit with those missiles in the first place.
Yeah.
They hurt.
They do hurt.
So yeah, Kagger is just pushing. He's desperately trying to gain ground.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is more of a give you a good fight at the end, because unless Kagger does miracles with those AMXs, you got a 400-point lead, so
Yeah.
it's going to be really hard to come back from that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so let's see how the fight is gonna play out for the last 12 minutes here.
Meanwhile, the horde of Korshans slowly makes its way up. Looks like they're blind firing some more artillery to do some more sneaking sniping. Oh, that is some very lucky command infantry near Alpha.
The Pongays are just fucking scared for their lives right over there right now. But they're definitely trying to get...
dangerous.
Yeah, they're getting really close to that command.
So the T-55s might be able to stop them in their tracks. Assuming they don't get completely blown out of the way.
Yeah. It's gonna be hilarious.
They're having a little slap fight down in that corner there.
Yep. The lack of autoloader. The lack of autoloader is not helping the T-55. Oof.
I mean, say what you will about those French tanks and their stale baguette armor, but they do have pretty good guns when they're stationary.
Yeah. The AMX still can't find the command. It's just hidden by just a tiny little fucking corner.
What is this, Scooby-Doo?
May as well be. Up. They're approaching. The Korshun that was protecting it is now dead.
I think they have an idea where it is, but they still can't see it.
Oh, he sees it! He sees it!
Oh,
Whoa, they finally got
he
it!
gets it.
He finally got it! What a finally fucking cheeky ending for that one.
Looks like you've got some Bachang Su doing a rush over the open field to start taking Charlie in revenge.
Yep. I have no care for tactics at this point. I'm just trying to get the tanks, infantry to push with attack move orders. They see it, stop and shoot it.
That's a lot of potatoes flying, but... Oh, here comes the artillery to ruin the fun.
AMXs versus Korshuns. Plays an armor deck, spams Korshuns. Oh, what a disgusting little battle. Oh!
Oh, your tanks are pushing up into India. Looks like some Shanma 05s or T-55s, but they do have some Legion 90, and that they might have a thing or two to say.
Yeah, but Legion 90 definitely had something to say about my tanks. Yeah, it's nothing nice. Good run, tanks.
Oh. Looks like those AMXs are getting side-shotted in their attempt to start cleaning out the portion, but...
Yeah.
Oh, and their command in Charlie is under attack. You hate to see it.
Oh, yeah. The command is now running out.
Blue 4, Kager really using that artillery. Got some howitzers parked up point blank even.
Yep. Looks like we have some tanks moving around by Delta in the middle section of the map by the river.
Oh. Oh, and those are some meaty tanks too.
Yep, just straight up AMX 40 just got hit by a drive-by.
Oh man.
We have a push happening into India. I'm basically just sending tanks out to try and diminish what forces they have.
You're doing recon with your face.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Chamahos can clean out that artillery. Oh, and their CV is down in Delta, turning that back over a red point. And those Chonmaho 5s are just absolutely pile driving into the back line.
Yeah, there's fucking just juggernauting right to the midsection. Z has left the game.
Z has left. Z can no longer stand to this embarrassment. Homeboy's really rolling out the AMXs.
Yeah, Kager trying to fire on the tanks, but those coordinates were dated yesterday. Unfortunately for the MXs, they do not have stabilizers. Kager realizing he needs to scramble the defense on Hotel now suddenly.
Looks like they're bringing in AMX 10 RCs. So that's a good gun, but again, France does not believe in stabilizers or armor, so...
Oh, and then now here comes the big brain move. Splitting the force.
Well, one platoon of Chamahos is going on the bridge, and I'm guessing the other platoon is going to go in the Gulf.
Panther shot while it's on the ground. Rafales are coming in.
Confused as to what the need for Rafales was, but...
I suppose he doesn't have much else to spend points on at the moment.
Oh, whole platoon of infantry moved in a second. Oh.
The gun running the Chamahal 5s!
I mean, to be fair, that autocannon can do some work. It's just going to take a while.
Yep, and the Chamahal 5's heavy machine guns are kicking in against the MXs.
And you'll lead another platoon of them. But it looks like got decided shot it from another AMX.
Gulf's command is about to get hit.
Oh, and it's gone.
Drive by. Oh.
the disrespect.
Oh, and
And it looks like they lost Rafal to the pain train there.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like their AMX 10s are more or less finished, so your Chanmaho 5s can just sort of move in there and have a field day. And it looks like they're bringing in more artillery.
Yeah.
Can you direct fire those guns?
No, you cannot.
Alrighty then. So Kager did something that I think is a little weird here. Looks like he moved the VLR.
Oh, it's not dumb. He told me what he did it and why he did it. It's because
he sent the vehicles in there to blow them up.
Yeah, but no effect.
Well, looks like their command tank is now coming under pressure. And it's gone.
Ooh.
Looks like they've been completely cut off from any reinforcements, since I don't think they could get a CV back there, even if they had, even if they wanted to.
Yeah, the entire back line is now cut off. Whatever reinforcements he had left are no longer going to be able to call in. He'll have to move everything out of India or Charlie to recapture Gulf and Hotel. And with 45 seconds left on the clock,
not happening.
Not happening.
And once again, the Johnny-come-lately artillery happens. And the French lack of stabilizers comes to bite them in the ass again, because those AMX are just getting punished. And the Chanmahos are retreating across the river.
Oh shit! Yeah, I just got start pulling them back, and that's the end of it. Here's our kill score. The kill feed. Kagger coming in with.
So Red, does your back hurt?
Just a little. I definitely took a lot of damage, but I dealt the most in return. Z walked away with a positive KD. Kagger bled. Just straight up bled. It was a rough fight between me and Kagger. Gotts definitely took a lot of hits because he's pulling a lot of helicopters and planes, and they just really dug him with a lot of anti-air. And he did not have much of a way to cope with a lot of the IR, AA, and guided missiles. So what do you think lessons that we can take away from this fight?
Keep your helicopter separated.
Yep. Yeah, try to keep your helicopter spaced out. You know, a couple hundred meters, probably like 500 kilometers. You know, spread them out. Use them in small groups of 3 or 4. You know, don't send them out in clumped up groups. It'll be a bad time for you.
And I say that as someone who is fond of the mean wave.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The French are not particularly good at fighting on the move. I don't know why they decided not to add stabilizers to anything, but be aware of that.
Yeah. The AMX-40s do have like a 30% stabilizer or so, but most of the majority of the lower end stuff, especially below 60 points, isn't going to be packing much of a stabilizer. Just a stabilizer
Yeah.
on the autocannon, that's really about it. Let's see. If, I guess for me in this fight, pulling the T90s, that they weren't very decisive was more or less maybe considering that having some stronger anti-infantry assets could also be of hand. Because I felt like did not have a lot to deal with for entrenched infantry in towns, besides just putting down firepower with Gorshins and other tanks to surround it when that opportunity presented itself. But even then,
Yeah.
like being inside, Wargame is very, very kind to infantry for how much defense bonus they get.
Oh boy. Coming from a lot of Warno recently, it's like night and day just how much tougher infantry is in Wargame.
Yeah. Having played Broken Arrow myself, I definitely felt how squishy infantry were even inside buildings. But the defense bonus for infantry in Wargame is still pretty significant. It will require a much more methodic approach. But for this deck that I was rolling with gods, I had to cover a lot because it was just the two of us, and maybe that's my detriment. Yeah, it's a life run to cover. Maybe it's my detriment that I didn't have mortars, but I would have been tough pressed to take out something because I used every damn card just about in my deck. Maybe I could have taken out Supply Helicopter. It looks like Gods had one. So, between the two of us, I have to better coordinate that, but that's the thing.
This is Fight Club, not a tournament, so.
Oh yeah, this is where you you get the rust off, you relax, have some fun with your friends, and analyze things in the after fights. All right, well, I think that's most lessons we can take away from today's fight, right?
Yeah, more or less.
All right. Well, then, with that, I'm going to conclude today's video. Thank you all for watching, and have a great evening. See you next time.